Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to give you some Chantecaille recommendations for their annual Sylvie's birthday 30% off sale. So this sale is going on from July 28th to August 1st. I believe those are the details, at least the details that I know. I am on the Chantikai website right now, and a couple hours ago the sale was not on there, and now it is. So it looks like as of July 27th tonight, the sale is now live, and the code you'll be using is Sylvie30, SYLVIE, the numbers 30, and it looks like there's no stipulations. You can apply this to your entire order, any products, and I just don't know when the sale ends officially on the website. What I heard is it's August 1st, so you only have a few days. And I know that this stuff sells out pretty quickly, and there was a pre-sale over the weekend that I participated in, and some of the stuff's already sold out from that. So I'm not going to be doing another order, but I wanted to show you what I ordered, what I currently own, and just sort of give you some recommendations if I were to do another order. I really like this brand. I think their mission is really cool. It's a woman-owned company. Their products are super classy. A lot of their products are for natural-looking makeup, which is definitely what makeup is going towards. That's sort of the trend. And so they're sort of timeless in that way. If you want to know a little bit more about them, their main thing that I think of when I think of Chantecaille is their philanthropy. Several of their products goes towards helping animals and environmental causes. So you'll notice like certain limited edition products and some of their products that are like staples in their line, they have different animals featured on them, and when you buy that product, some of the purchase goes towards helping that type of animal, whether it be a turtle, coral reef, elephant, hummingbird. Their latest launch is Vibrant Oceans. But they have a lot of different stuff, elephants. You'll notice certain products, they definitely highlight that specific animal that they are helping. And they give a lot of information about all this stuff on their website, chantecaille.com. Not every product is going towards animals, so I think that's important to note. I think a lot of their skincare doesn't go towards animals, but I feel like a lot of their makeup does. So definitely look out for that if that is part of the reason why you are buying from this brand. So yeah, let's get into the details of what I own. So what I'm about to show you, I have a whole video using these products in a look. So if you want to know like how these products look applied, I'm going to link that video below. I'm not going to reapply all these products right now just because I wanted to get this video out, and it's nighttime. There's a lot of sales going on. I'm actually doing several videos in one night to give my sale recommendations. So I don't want to put on a whole bunch of makeup before I go to bed. So sorry, but I do have a video that shows you what all these products look like on my face. It's a very natural look, and I think that's very much the theme of Chantecaille, is highlighting certain features, enhancing your beauty, but a really natural finish. And I think there's a lot of emphasis on sun protection, which I really appreciate. So let's start with the first product I bought, and I believe I bought this, thinking about it now, in last year's birthday sale, Sylvie birthday sale. And this is the Goa Bronzer, and they still have this. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it's still in stock. So this is the Real Bronze in Goa. This is the darker shade. Even though I'm fair-skinned, I really like it. I just have to use sort of a fair hand and blend out. You could certainly use Sienna. I believe it's Sienna. That's the other shade. The lighter shade, I just thought, I haven't tried it personally, but I thought it would be a little too warm. I like cooler tone bronzers, but if you don't mind, you know, a cooler tone or warmer toned bronzer, then that one should be fine. Serena, not whatever I said. It's Serena and Goa. Serena looks, they describe it as a golden bronze, and it doesn't look too warm. It's just definitely the warmer shade, and this is definitely a tinge cooler. It is dark, so I'll just do a swatch for you. But the formula is a gel powder, and it's just so soft and nice. So even this looks warm. It's not like completely cool. You're not getting like a contour powder. But I find it to be a nice tone for me, even though I'm pretty light. So this is my first purchase from Chantecaille, and it's probably still one of my favorites. I haven't bought that much more beyond that, but I will show you. This is probably my second favorite purchase. This is the Perfect Blur Finishing Powder. This is from the Hummingbird collection. A lot of people are going to recommend this and believe the hype. You're not going to get a lot of coverage because, right, it's a finishing powder. And I believe it's only one shade. Chantikai doesn't have a ton of products, which you may find surprising, but I think what they do have, they do really well. So this, they call this an ultra fine. I'm sorry I'm talking about this. I'm just seeing that it's out of stock already. And I don't know if that was from the pre-sale or because the sale's already opened. It's a translucent powder, but as you can see, there's some color to it. But of course, you can blend it out and, you know, it disappears. But it does a great job of blurring. I like this on my nose, which is my trouble areas, and right up here. I just think it's a really nice texture. All Chantekai's powders are really nice, beautifully textured, finely milled products. So if you're on the fence about what to get, the safe bet is a powder. I'm sorry this is out of stock. It's really nice. The details you can see on the website, I kind of used it a lot, so a lot of the details and design in the powder are gone. But it's just a really nice texture, really finely milled powder. Really lightweight, like nothing on the skin. What else can I show you? I think what I would recommend next is the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. Now let me see if this is in stock. Woo! And I have this in the shade Alabaster. This is $74, so you definitely want to pick this up right now on sale if you're considering a foundation. Now it says tinted moisturizer, but I say it's a good amount of coverage, almost to a medium. It's definitely not full, but it's definitely not a light coverage, and I think you guys can see that there. It's a little bit heavier than like a normal tinted moisturizer. I think, you know, I appreciate SPF, but it only has an SPF 15, so I wouldn't rely on this. This color looks very yellow on me, but it turns out fine on my skin. It's a beautiful creamy texture. It's really nice. And as I said, it's surprisingly a lot of coverage. Not full coverage, of course, but it's really nice on the skin. My kind of alternative, if you don't like a tinted moisturizer, you even at $30% off, $74 is a lot. My alternative recommendation for you is a Borean Cc Cream. I find these to be pretty close. I think this has an edge, gives you a little more coverage than this one, but this one is like $20 cheaper or more. So I think this is a good dupe. The problem is this has way less shades. This has more shades, although not a lot. They could be more inclusive with their shade offerings, and so could this one. This also has an SPF of 25 instead of 15. So if you're looking for a comparable dupe, not exactly, I would try this one. It's cheaper. Sorry, I know it's weird to stick that in there, but I just think it's worth mentioning. What I also have to show you, a couple more products. This is the Chantecaille Luster Glide Silk Infused Eyeliner. This is in Black Forest. I really like this color, and I just think it's just such an easy eyeliner to apply. It's a bit of a kind of a blue-green, it looks like on my hand, but on my eye it definitely looks green. It's just a deep green. I like that this is a different color. I really like the texture of it. It doesn't really like blend out that easily on my eye. Like if you wanted to create more of an eyeshadow with it, doesn't really do that easily. It kind of just dries down where it's at. But it's a nice soft pencil. I would, you know, if you like, they have a range of shades, black, brown, but they also have some nice purples and have a different shade of green as well. So definitely worth checking out. My last product I have to show you is the Lip Veil in Honey Pot. This is a pretty popular shade that's recommended a lot. I don't know that, I don't love this texture. I thought it would be more balm-like, but it definitely has more coverage than I thought it would be. Some of you are gonna like that and some of you aren't. Now it doesn't look like it's that much coverage on my hand, but as like, I thought it'd be like a sheer balm, kind of a glossy finish. But to me it gives a lot more coverage than I thought it would. And for me, this tone doesn't do a lot for me. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I need a little bit more deepness to it and richness. And it's a really comfortable finish and there's nothing wrong with it. I just thought it would be more easy to apply. Like applying without a mirror, I was going a little bit above my lip, and because there's more color to it than I thought, I was going outside of the lines without realizing it. So it's not quite like a balm where you can apply with your eyes closed. And some of these colors are pretty bright. But it is a nice formula. I think I would just have to try, I would like to try a different type of lipstick from Chantecaille just to see what else they have. But I think I'd like just a different, more rich color for my skin tone. But it is pretty. This is a popular shade. It is a nude. I think it accomplishes that. I just should have realized that I don't love nudes, and why did I pick this color? That's all I have as far as what I own. I do have a sample skincare product that I found that I never used, so I want to try it tonight just to kind of give you a first impression. This is the Bio Lifting Serum Plus, and I believe I'm going to read about it. So they have a Bio Lifting collection. They have quite a few products in that collection. So there's a couple versions of this serum, and I got the one that looks like it's out of stock. So this product's out of stock, so I don't know how helpful this is going to be. It's $275. Wow. I haven't tried it in any of their skincare, probably because it's really expensive. I don't know, maybe it's one of those under the radar skincare brands that a lot of people like but nobody talks about. I have heard like good things about the Rose Mist, I think it is, but it's $75. Pure rose water, 100 milliliters. It's a lot of money. Anyways, oh okay, it is like a true serum. It's like a clear liquid like that. I thought it was going to be a cream. I didn't realize what I was doing. Oh, this feels nice. This feels like a typical serum. It's not too runny. It has some slip to it, but it's not gonna run down your face. Super liquidy. It's really nice. Actually, it feels really hydrating. Don't mind me, my face just turns red when I touch it. Oh. It almost feels like honey. So this is supposed to lift and hydrating. I can definitely feel the hydration. That is really nice. I'm gonna keep using that sample. It says it's crafted in Switzerland with the highest quality pure botanicals. Includes a rose water base. I don't smell anything. Algae in it, hexapeptide, coffee stem cell extract, plantago stem cell extract, anti-wrinkle, hexapeptide, lipopeptide, all kinds of peptides, raspberry stem cell extract, cocoa. It has a lot of stuff in it. I can see why it's expensive, I guess. It's supposed to help with firming. Okay. I mean, first impressions, that's really all I can say. It felt really nice going on. I don't know that it's 1 ounce for $275. I think I would need a lot more testimonial and people reviewing this to trust that it actually does anything. So I wouldn't recommend this because it's so much money, but it's also sold out, I think. Wait, it says add to bag. Why did it say sold out? Sorry, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on with this website. Because a minute ago it said sold out and now it's not. Let me go back and make sure the makeup I am talking about. No, Perfect Blur is still out of stock. Okay, sorry. Lifting Serum Plus, as of right now, it's still in stock. Okay. Anyways, 30% off, $275. I mean, that's the time to buy it if you want to try it. I just can't speak to how well it works. Alright guys, so this is kind of what I recommend. So out of what I've shown you, I would get the bronzer and maybe this. Those are my top 2 choices. This is the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. You know, the eyeliner, you guys, you know, eyeliners you can get a lot of places. I'm sure this isn't like a revolutionary eyeliner. It's nice though. I probably would have switched out this guy for this if it was still in stock, but because it's not, I'm gonna go with these 2. The lip product, it's an expensive lip product. I mean, even though you're getting a heavy discount, it does go towards philanthropy, animals, there's elephant on here, but I just wasn't a fan of, it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, and I'm not a fan of the shade. I'm willing to try other shades though. It does come with a really cool packaging. It's like magnetic, you know, pretty classy. But I would recommend Goa Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. Now, I do want to show you what I ordered over the weekend during the pre-sale. Basically, like certain influencers were having codes to have early access to the sale, so I took advantage of that. I unfortunately didn't have a code, and I didn't have time to film this and tell you guys about it, but like 3 of the women that I follow on YouTube had a code, so I used the code for the person that had the least amount of followers, and that is Abby Bliss White. She does a lot of luxury makeup. She does a lot of videos about Chantecaille. Check her out if you haven't already. She's a very cute woman, very soothing to listen to, very calm. I really enjoy her videos. She has her own list of recommendations, and she was probably going to have she has more of a skincare focus in her recommendations, but she also has like every makeup product in this line. So But she is slightly older, in her, I believe, 40s to 50s, probably late 40s. So different kind of things she's looking for. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I ordered online and then show you some of my, if I could do a second order if I was rich, also what I would. Alright, so this is what I ordered over the weekend, and I had some trouble narrowing down what I wanted to get. I went back and forth on a couple of products, but I went through a lot of people's favorites lists and sort of that helped me decide what to get. So I went with the loose powder. This is talc free and light, and I considered getting one of the other pressed powders, but it had some glow to it and it was very expensive. It's like almost $95, and it was a finishing powder, and I have quite a few of those right now that I felt like I didn't really need that. Whereas as far as loose powders go, I have far less options in that powder category. So I went with the loose powder just because I felt like I was getting a better value, more product. It's a lot less money. Hopefully the light color is going to work for me. They only had two options, I believe, but that's what I ended up going with. I haven't received my order yet. I'm not sure when it's gonna ship. I think last year my order took quite a long time to ship out, so it may be a while before you guys get to see what I purchased. I also picked up the Chrome Luxe Eye Duo. I was really on the fence about what eyeshadow I should get, but I went with the Duo just because I thought like at least I can get 2 eyeshadows for over $50 versus like 1 eyeshadow for the same amount pretty much. And both Michelle Wong and Abby Bliss White recommended the shade Tibet, and it's like a dark taupe plus a lighter taupe kind of shimmer colors, and I thought like it would be a good nice basic to try out. You know, I don't have any eyeshadows from Chantecaille, so I thought this would be a pretty good option. Now, I went back and forth, you know, if I wasn't going to get the finishing powder, I wanted to get some sort of pressed powder because I've had such good luck from this brand in that category. And I think what it was is Michelle Wong really recommended this one. She swatched it, she really emphasized how great this was, and she was glad it was still on the website, so I picked it up. It's $80. I'm sure it's not worth it. But it looked really pretty, and I think the shades appealed to me more than some of the other highlighters that they offer. It has a gold and it has a light pink, and you can mix them. You can use them on their own, and this color story just really appealed to me. And luckily it looks like it's still in stock. So I went with this, and then I'll show you kind of what else I was considering, or if I was to make another purchase, what I would have bought. You do get 1 free sample. I don't remember what I got. I actually don't think I picked this. I probably picked the exact same thing that I picked last time. I also got a cheek shade. I've been wanting to get one of these blushes, but they're $40, and I just couldn't, you know, before when the sale wasn't happening, I couldn't justify $40 for a blush. But now I could, and I got the Butterfly Bliss shade, which is like a pinky rose shade. It looks really pretty. I'm excited for this. I also got the Cheek Gelée in Happy. I don't have like tons of cheek products, and I like the idea of like another creamy cheek option, so I picked this up one as well. And I think all 3 people that I watch that recommend Chantecaille, I think they chose this product. There's 3 shades. I picked Happy, and that rounds out my order. It's a lot of money, but I got 30% off, So I think it's well worth it. I mean, this brand is very expensive, but if there's any time of the year to buy stuff, it is now. And this sale doesn't have a lot of stipulations, which is awesome. So now I'm going to show you, like, if I was to do a second order, kind of my second priority products. I'm not going to do a second order, but this is what I would consider buying. So I talked about lips, and I'm showing you kind of what I currently own plus what I would buy. So this is the Lip Shake formula is something I want to try. It's supposed to be a glossy formula, but I think it's actually more pigmented, and I would consider getting Damask, which is like a dark berry shade. It just seems very expensive. I mean, the lip veils are $50 for a lipstick, and I just didn't think this was worth it, especially Honey Pot. It just didn't do much for my lips. But I would consider getting the Lip Chic. And then Violet Damask is another eyeliner shade that I would try. It's like a deep purple shade. So you can kind of see that, hopefully. Just a deeper purple. Looks pretty. And this is the one I currently... Oh no, this is the dark brown I would also buy. The one I currently have is Black Forest. That's the one I own. I would also get Earth, which is deep brown. I don't always love black. It's a little too deep. Alright, so this is the eye shade that I would buy, that I really preferred to get rather than the Duo in Tibet, but it's only one shade for $52, and for some reason that just really bothers me. I'm sure it's pretty, and a lot of people love this shade. It's like one of their highly recommended shades of all of these luminescent eye shades. It's like their favorite. But I just don't know. An eyeshadow for $50. I know I have to remember, like, this is going towards animals. You can't think of it like a normal makeup brand. I totally get it. It's just, even at 30% off when you're starting out at $52, it's a lot of money. But it does look pretty. So that's why I kind of, if I had a second order, maybe next year I'll get this if it's still around. So that's why I was like, I'd rather get two shades for this, like, the same amount of money, you know. Future Skin. So, whoops, this is kind of the other option as far as liquid. So Future Skin is sort of the other option for liquid foundation with Chantecaille. And I think Aura was recommended to me. It's very fair with cool undertones. There's not a lot of shade options in here. I think people with more mature complexions are going to like this if you don't need a lot of coverage, because it's gel-like, it's oil-free, it's lightweight, it's refreshing. It's supposed to be really cooling to the skin. And I think, like, Abby Bliss White really likes this one. What I've heard, though, she even says that this is even less coverage than the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer, which, to me, this is supposed to be like a foundation, right? This is not a tinted moisturizer, but it has less coverage. I'm not a huge fan of that. It says ultra lightweight texture, a buildable formula, adjustable coverage. It doesn't really advertise itself as lighter coverage than the tinted moisturizer. So I think that's just a bit misleading to me, and I don't really want less coverage than what I already have, and I have plenty of product left. Now when I run out, maybe I'll consider trying this one, but it's a $78 foundation for lighter coverage than a tinted moisturizer. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but what I am curious about is the gel texture. I think that sounds really nice for a foundation. That I would really like it, but little texture with breakouts peeking through also doesn't sound appealing. I'm also curious about their concealer that comes in a pen. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be like a Touche Clot from YSL kind of a deal. Probably pretty light coverage. But I'm curious. You know, I would like to have kind of a full face from Chantecaille, so that would include a concealer. I am also curious about their liquid sort of gel bronzer. Yeah, this is out of stock. This is out of stock really early on. Like, I think I ordered on Saturday and it was already sold out. So popular product here. I was curious about it since this would be another sort of unique texture and a different kind of bronzer to have, but they don't have it anymore, so maybe next year I gotta get on the ball earlier. This is what I already own. I've heard good things about this blush. I'm just kind of bummed it only comes in one shade, but I'm sure it would work. This is strawberry pink, shimmering pearls, red ginger. Now Michelle Wong has said good things about this blush. It just looks a little bit red. I think they used to have different shades before. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be surprised why I didn't get this in my order. And honestly, it's because of the shades that I don't love. I think it's a really beautiful packaging, and I wish I found these colors more appealing. But if the product is not really what I want, then I don't want to buy it. It looks pretty on her. I'm sure, you know, the pink looks nice. It's just that highlighter, and I know people have had positive reviews about this. I don't know. The coral looks pretty, but the highlighter looks too dark. And then the pink, the rose whale shark, this looks like a little too yellow and a little too pink. I don't know, the shades seem off to me. That the highlighter didn't quite seem light enough. Now, it might be totally different if I could see this in person, but unfortunately I couldn't. So I went ahead and skipped this. I also already bought two blushes, so I didn't feel like I really needed a blush, and these colors weren't my favorite. And then, you know, the highlighters, I didn't love the colors, and I already feel like I have a lot of highlighters. So I ended up buying that other sort of highlighter that I showed you, the pink and gold one, which appealed to me a lot more. So this is the other finishing powder that's $92 that I was considering getting rather than the highlighter that I got. Now this is supposed to be another sort of blurring option, and it looks like this is still in stock. Yeah, okay. So that's good. I think if you can't get this, people are saying you could get this as a finishing powder, but I think this has more of a glow and luminosity to it, whereas the Perfect Blur does not have any of that. So some of you, that may be really appealing. Like, this packaging is gold, right? This is amazing, very pretty, just a beautiful texture, right? Powder balm, finishing touch for any look, perfects and mattifies, adds a subtle glow. Giftable gold compact, super pretty, right? You know, this really appealed to me, but I was like, oh, another glowy kind of finishing powder. I have my ambient lighting powders. I have my Guerlain Meteorites Powder. Do I really need this? So I decided against it, and you know, I don't know how long this is gonna stick around. I think this came out last winter, so hopefully it sticks around, but who knows. I just thought it was also really expensive, $92. That's pretty crazy. So I decided against that. Hopefully I didn't make a bad decision. But yeah, I think this is an alternative to the Perfect Blur, and this is the one I already own. So let's go back to my bag, just to kind of reminisce on what I purchased. So I didn't get this. So I got the loose powder kind of instead of the finishings, just to have something different. Got the duo, got the highlighter, and got these two cheek products. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that kind of rounds out my collection. I considered like, oh, to have like a full face, should I really like get a mascara? You know, should I get a I'm getting a highlighter, so that's gonna round that out. I got an eyeshadow. I already have an eyeliner. I think the only really thing missing now with my new order is mascara. But otherwise, my wish list, I think, would have definitely expanded my collection. But for me, like, a lot of this is not a priority. Like, I have plenty of lip products. Do I need another one from this brand? Possibly not. I would have really loved to get this color, but it's a lot of money. And then, like, the foundation, like, I don't know. I'm sure it's all good. Like, I don't think, there's not a lot of misses in this brand, I don't think. I think they're just kind of mediocre, and then there's the standouts. So let's look at makeup, and I want to look at their best selling, just to get an idea what people buy, just to show you how I kind of look at things when I buy stuff that I'm not as familiar with what I should get, or I just want to complete my order really. So the Just Skin is at the top, so that's kind of why, like it's good. It's just a lot of money, even with the discount. The Lip Cheek I haven't tried. You know, I'm surprised the eyeliner is a top seller. It is really good. It's just like, you know, an eyeliner. I haven't tried their gloss. I think it's an expensive gloss, and the colors to me weren't super exciting. I mean, sort of similar to their lip shades. Like, this would probably be the safest bet for me, and it's out of stock. But they have some nudes. It's just, I don't need another gloss, so that definitely didn't appeal to me. But you can see they're complexion heavy, lip heavy. They have, you know, this is a bestseller. This crazy expensive mascara is a bestseller. Their powders are really good. So that's kind of the first page of bestsellers. I'm really surprised the bronzer isn't on here. That really shocks me, because that's really my top recommendation. I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, just get that one thing. But yeah, it's not even, oh, it's on the second page. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Goa. A lot of lip stuff. Seems to be really popular. Couple cheek things. Their brow definer. Wow. So a lot of the stuff I picked isn't like super best selling. Some of it is though. Alright guys, that's kind of it for me. That's all the recommendations I can give. Sorry, talked your ear off. I hope if you've never tried Chantecaille, this sale will encourage you. Some of these higher price items do go to philanthropic organizations, charities. So check that out. Keep that in mind. This is a beautiful brand. A lot of the stuff you can't go wrong. I know I have my little opinions about things, but just you can ignore me if you want to. It's just really natural beauty, I think, what this brand is focused on, and I appreciate that, and I think a lot of us should too. I think that's kind of where the makeup trends are going towards anyways. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions, if you have questions about shades or certain products you think would be good for you, let me know. Just leave a comment below, click like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.